How you doing, Capricorn? Gonna do your love reading for March 2022. So I want to remind you to please like, share, and subscribe. Also, this reading will not resonate with everyone, so don't try to. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. It just means it's not your reading. It's for sun, moon, and rising. So you might want to check your other signs. And if it's not your message, then I'm not your reader, and that's fine. So just please let me know if it resonates. Give me some comments, something. Let me know something. Let me know what's going on. And basically, I'm reading from a very generalized love deck. This is John Holland's love deck. It's a fabulous deck. And then this could be for anything. People around you. This is more tarot, as these are oracle. So this could be for people around you, relationships of all kinds, not just romantic love. So many hear love and they think it's all romantic. So it deals with self-love. It deals with all aspects of love. And also, my moon is Capricorn, so I somewhat do understand the Capricorn energy. So, and then what I'll do is I'll basically read these intuitively, and then I will consult the book for just added, bonus messages. A lot of people don't use the book, but the book can help you on certain aspects. And then these other two decks are just more romantic. Will tell you more clarification and a deeper meaning. So what do I need to know for Capricorn for March 2022? That was quick. Dedicated effort. So I know Capricorns are very hard working. What are the messages for Capricorn love, March 2022? What are the messages for Capricorn love, March 2022? Observe. You can't see the cards, I'll hold them up to the camera. What are the messages for Capricorn, March 2022? Dreams coming true. Alright, so Capricorn, with this card, it's the dedicated effort card. You can also look at that yourself and see what the symbolism is telling you for, greater understanding. Most of you already know, because I know Capricorns are incredibly hard workers. So even if it's in a relationship, building a house, it doesn't matter what it is. You have the strength and the courage and the know-how and the get-go to just make it happen. Honestly, I've never seen a lazy Capricorn, ever. And unless they have other placements that make that so, I've never seen it. So red basically deals with physicality, the physical life, physical sensations. Capricorn is an earth sign, sorry. And so you deal with time. Your ruling planet is Saturn, so Saturn deals with time, restriction. It's also known as the Lord of Karma. So in this card, it basically shows a guy with a white robe on, which white can represent spirit. So it could be saying that he is divinely guided by spirit or influenced or inspired. To be inspired means to be inspirited. Inspirited, inspired, in spirit. So he's basically, looks like he's touching up something like a painting or a mirror. Actually, painting is what's being shown in this card, to show you again. So you might be somebody that does very delicate stuff. You could be somebody that pinstripes. You can do very fine detail, very fine touching. So this indicates, very dedicated effort. Like, making sure that everything's perfect. You're giving it your all, basically. And so the eighth card, the number 8 deals with, in numerology, it'd be like life path 8. So a lot of Capricorns that have life, your life path might be 8, and so 8 deals with like money, material, possessions, things like that. So what you're doing at this time, whatever creative endeavors that you're undertaking or whatever you're doing may have a huge financial backing. So it could deal with money. Or you can just be somebody that has a lot of money. But whatever it is, if it's a creative aspect and something that you're going to undertake, or if it's just, you know, dedicated effort in your relationships, it deals with that. So it deals with 8 is deals with the, it's also the number of infinity. So it just means, you know, whenever you're doing this skill, or whenever you are putting this into your thing, it's more of a spiritual thing for you. It comes to you from places like the energy and the level of detail that you put into things, whether it be relationships, whether it's a partnership, whether it's a business and you're doing this with someone else. You know, sometimes you are marveled at the energy and how you can just keep going at it, you know. And it has like a, basically like a white beam like coming down, shining on one of the faces. So again, that lets me know that whatever this endeavor is, or you might be, you know, taking on a, you know, a venture with, you know, someone that you love, or it could be something like that. But what it's saying to me is basically that, again, that is being, you know, it's, you're channeling spirit when you're doing that. It's like a God-given gift, if that makes sense. And so the observer card is about just, you know, watching, you know, learning, looking, observing. Now, if this is in fact some type of art project, or some type of business endeavor where, you know, you're doing this dedicated effort, it's telling you, you know, you are someone that, you know, observes things, watches closely. Now, in that card, when you show them both together, it's basically showing, like, you know, the reason you're so good at what you're doing is because you sit back and you observe, or somebody's observing you. It could be like you're doing this over here and somebody's watching you. You know, this is something that you love to do, and maybe you don't like the fact that they're watching you, but you're being observed from all areas, all aspects of what you're doing. Now, this could be the divine observing you, you know. It just depends how you look at it. Also, in this card, it has mostly, it deals with like 2 people, like, you know, below you, and then 2 people above you. So that could deal with the higher and lower self. The rainbow can deal with, like, you know, you being lucky. You know, when you think about the rainbow, Lucky Charms, pot of gold, leprechauns, it can deal with luck, and it could also deal with, like, you know, manifesting or creating from your heart, like following your heart. So this endeavor, and why you're so good at it, and the dedicated effort, it just because you put your heart into it. So it could be saying that. It could also be, you know, and the white symbolizes someone that's just kind of watching. Well, white again symbolizes spirit, or the highest level of spirit, and the rainbow can, you know, the rainbow in some spirituality is called like the rainbow bridge, which basically connects the lower animal self with the higher aspects of wisdom and the divine, which would be known as your higher self or your guardian angels. So it could just be saying that, you know, this makes you feel in balance, or this makes you feel connected, or you are when you're doing this, you feel more balanced than anything. If you're doing it with, you know, and this is, again, like I said, it's a generalized love reading, so it's not going to fit for everybody, but it could be saying that whatever you're doing, this creative endeavor, is just something like, again, you love to do, and you feel more balanced and more at peace and more connected to spirit or God when you're doing it. I know that resonates for somebody. It fits too well. And then it's basically saying with this card, well, let me tell you this, the number on this one. So the number is 12, so you break it down and you add 1 plus 2, that's 3. So basically your life path could be 3, but 3 also deals with communication. You could be receiving divine communication from spirit when you're doing this project. And even if it's a family project, or, you know, I'm getting more of a project because of the dedicated effort, but that could just be anything. That could be symbolizing, you know, anything that you do in life. You put the same amount of work into it. And so it's basically saying, you know, if you keep doing that, it could be saying if you keep doing that, then, you know, 9, which is a level of completion and wish fulfillment. So you got, you know, your dreams coming true. So with this card, it's basically, you know, saying that everything that you want, you know, as long as you follow this spiritual path, or as long as you keep doing, you know, put in your effort or dedicated effort, your dreams are going to come true, or they're already coming true, or they have come true. But it still deals with love, you know. The observe card, that could be a message from basically spirit itself, because the black border represents major arcana, so that deals with more of a destiny, more spirits in control, as these other cards can change because they can be fluid. This is something sometimes it's beyond your control, so it could be spirit telling you to observe, or spirit is observing you now and watching what you're doing, making sure that you're doing everything right, you know. So it just, whatever resonates with you. My nose keeps itching, sorry about that. But with this card, you know, this is saying to me that you have it all. It's all in your hands. Everything that you want to create, to make your dreams come true, it's all right there in the palm of your hands. And if it is painting, or if it is something to do with your hands and creating something, or just you could be anything. You could be a welder. It could be anything like that, and you could just be very observant. Like you could be observant. You could be observed, but it's saying to me that that your hands are the key to it all. You could be somebody that basically, in a way you could even look at it as like your hands are like the hands of a genie, or a wish granter, because whatever you touch turns to gold. Or if you're looking for your dreams to come true, to be saying what is it that you are skilled. For some of you that don't necessarily understand what it is, you want to do what you love, or you're not sure what that is. You're saying the hands in a sense could be telling you that that's where everything will be unlocked, or look to your hands to find your dreams or your wish fulfillment. And so with that card also, it has like space, and it has like it has different colors like green, blue, and purple. So again, the purple kind of deals with your mind and spirit. Like it's also a very spiritual color, as is white. And so just you imagine your hands is all in the palm of your hands. So just if you're wondering what you need to do, if you're a Capricorn that doesn't know, most of you do know, you need to look towards your hands. So go for a career that deals with your hands. If it's a relationship, if it comes to a relationship, maybe the person loves your hands. Maybe that's one thing. I mean, it could be anything. So let's see. Let me consult these. Let me consult the book and see what it says. Dedicated effort. Alright, so work, perseverance, skill, and understanding. So creating and maintaining satisfying relationships takes effort and diligence. You're shown that you have what it takes and that you're dedicated. Through your life's experiences, you've learned some valuable interpersonal skills. Use these tools to continue to nurture your relationships with family, friends, and your partner. It's easy to lose focus, especially when situations become difficult. However, you have the integrity and the discipline to continue to work in improving your relationships with others. Your efforts will be rewarded. This is a good time to learn more about the people you're currently in relationships with. And that's, even though this is for this dedicated effort card, it's saying learn more about people that you're in relationships with. So that could basically, then it goes directly over to the observe card. So it's basically telling you to be observant. Pay attention to other people to understand where they're coming from. The more you understand a person's beliefs, the easier it is to comprehend the motives behind his or her actions. This greater understanding will go far in fostering better communication. Learning new communication skills would also be useful at this time. You have what it takes to sustain positive, loving, supportive relationships. Keep up the good work. And let's see. Observe card. Also, Capricorns, for the ones of you that always feel like you're having to fight time, you might want to consider meditation, because meditation will allow you to slow yourself down, and then basically everything in the external world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you are chaotic, the external world is going to mirror back to you the same aspect. So if, my dad was a Capricorn sun, and he always fought time, and he would get up at, he'd go to work, and he was a workaholic. He would get up at like 3 a.m. and just to do, just to get on time to work. And the job could be local, But he would still get there, like at 6 o'clock, and I never understood why he had to have so much time, and it's because you are governed by time. Time is very restricted to you. So if you slow yourself down, you will understand that it's all a reflection of yourself. And the more slower you are and in tune you are with the universe, the less you are controlled by, say your ruling planet, or the less you are restricted by certain aspects. My dad found this out later in life because I showed him. He never believed it until he actually started meditating, and then he started to see how everything was more calm and serene. And I know several Capricorns that are like that. No matter what you try to tell them, they're always fighting time, and that's fine. That's your thing. I'm a Gemini sun. Like I said, my moon is Capricorn, so I understand. For me, for example, being that moon represents your emotions, for me it takes me forever to get over somebody that I've fallen in love with. I mean, it is like forever. So I get the time thing, and when it comes to emotions, it's not really something that whether you meditate or not. Yeah, it'll help all that, but it's not really going to help you get over the time aspect. So I can't really say I understand it completely from the actual sun sign, Capricorn, but I do get it. So observe, the observe card: release, surrender, reconsider, patience, cycles, and perspective. And so, anytime that you observe something, if you sit back and watch things or try to understand someone's point of view, you get another perspective in the matter of why certain things are the way they are. A new understanding around matters of the heart is waiting to be rewarded to you. Be still and observe it. Now is not the time to take action. Instead, take a step back and wait. Reflect upon the relationship or issue. What is really happening? Release the need or desire to direct the relationship and simply go with the course of events. When you surrender to the experience, you'll learn a great deal and ultimately get what you truly need. Sometimes it is in releasing that we discover what we really need, as opposed to what we think we need. Trust the process, have faith in the journey, and let go of the outcome. Although forward progress may appear to be slow now, it's time for patience. All things come in the appropriate time and cycle. Progress is improving a current relationship or finding a new relationship will happen when the time and the energies are right. When you're open and receptive to the needed change, it will happen. During the process of simply observing, you can also gain a new perspective on your situation. How might you think differently about it? Look at your relationship through the eyes of the impartial stranger. What insights might that stranger offer you? Listen to the observations with an open mind and heart. By taking a fresh look, you bring in energies of awareness and transformation. The affirmation for this card is, I now take a step back and observe my situation in a new light. And the archetype for the traditional tarot deck is Hangman. So it's basically saying, you can find yourself in suspension at this time, or you need to take a step back and be in suspension so that you could observe everything that's going on around you. If you're trying to say it has to deal with a project or a relationship, the project could be a relationship, however you look at it. Maybe the reason that it is not flowing is because you need to observe and learn what it takes to make it happen. There can be a lot of lessons in regards to that right now. So pay attention to other people and what's going on with them too. So dreams coming true. $113. Commitment, receive, gratitude, and indulgence. This is the card of contentment and wishes being fulfilled. It suggests that you're now entering a time of peace, joy, and satisfaction. Be clear about what you want in your relationships and what you want them to look like, because your wishes may be granted soon. Remember to be open to receiving all that the universe is sending you. Express gratitude when your dreams come true, then sit back and enjoy. This card also is about feeling good, both emotionally and physically. Engage in activities that bring you pleasure. Take a friend to an upscale restaurant, share a luxurious bubble bath with your partner, or enjoy the ice cream cone with a child. Activities that make you happy will tell the universe to send you more joyful abundance. This will aid in your wish fulfillment. So go ahead and indulge yourself. So just think about that, Capricorn. You know, whatever resonates when it comes to that. Always be grateful too. You know, gratitude is also sending a signal out to the universe saying that you want more of that. So be grateful for everything. What other messages does Capricorn need to know for love, March 2022? What other messages does Capricorn need to know for March 2022 love? What other messages does Capricorn need to know for March 2022? Give your relationship a chance. So, if it is a new relationship, by you stepping back and observing will definitely, it will definitely allow you to see it from a different perspective. And so they could be saying that now, because you've done that, or that you're going to do that, that you are willing to give it another chance. So if you heed the advice and actually follow it, all that makes sense. What else does Capricorn need to know for love, March 2022? What else does Capricorn need to know for love, March 2022? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So again, by doing that, your love life will ascend to a higher level of commitment. But you gotta try to push and make it work. So by putting in that dedicated effort and observing, and then you'll get all the wishes that you would like for it to come true, or that you're wishing on, and it will ascend, it will rise. You will watch it rise. So think about that. Think about what I'm saying. If you need to rewind it or whatever, see what else I get for you. What else does Capricorn need to know for March 2022? Love. What other messages does Capricorn need to know for March 2022? Love. Ice King. So, Ice King deals with, it's basically saying that, either you, and I feel like it's you, because whenever you look at, when you look at pictures of like Capricorns, like male Capricorns, it could be female too, it just depends. I'm getting the image, I looked at this card and then I was getting the image of the, more of the masculine energy as far as Capricorn. So, the guy kind of looks like Santa Claus, but with the symbolism there, it's someone who's very wise, got a beard, very physically, physique, and has a white line. So again, the spirit represents, or the white represents spirit, and then the line can represent your tenacity, your dedicated effort. But it's basically someone that can see through things. They're very wise. They've learned a lot in life. This is how people are perceiving you, and me telling you all this, this could just basically be your energy as of now. It doesn't have to be necessarily advice. This could be you, and this card could be you. For whatever, for whoever this resonates with. And I'll read the book for that card more, so you'll have more insight. An older woman, mother, wise man, coolness, detachment, educated man, teacher, professor, authority figure. If you had pulled this card today, it means something is asking you to seek the advice of a mature man or father figure. So some of you Capricorns might want to go to like a grandfather, or an actual, your actual father, or someone that resembles that or plays that role in your life. Or it could just be you. The roles can be reversed. Take it how it resonates. You may have a crush for the females. You may have a crush on an older man. You may have a relationship with an older man who is sharing with you his life experience and wisdom for you females, or vice versa. Like I said, we all have masculine and feminine traits within us. So it really just depends how you take it. But I feel like that's all the messages that I had for you, Capricorn, for March 2022 love. I hope it was helpful. If it did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. If not, just comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what these cards mean to you, and I would love to hear some of your stories, and kind of see how this reading resonates with anybody out there that may be watching. So Thanks for watching. I will see you next month.